Welcome back. As we are talking more about the maker attributes in this attribute series, let's go deeper and discuss yet another attribute which makes the maker in you. So far we have talked about the law of conservation of energy. It's important to be lazy. The law of iteration, be a hyper iterator, don't stop, and make sure that you are able to see the whole and the parts together, and go ahead and be curious, because that is pretty much what makes you or breaks you as a maker. So today I wanted to introduce another aspect to this whole discussion around individualism. So let me put it this way, is a law of backbone. You can also call it as law of individualism, but the point is, the more stronger your backbone is, the better your thinking will be, because you will have your point of view, and your point of view matters a lot in creative problem solving, for a better reason that none of us know what is the actual solution. None of us know exactly how things are going to work. We are just having an educated guess, probably a strong guess, and then we are going ahead and figuring out evidences if our guess is right or not. In this case, having that ability to be tuned with your instincts is very important. We can't be swayed by what others are kind of pushing us. It's good to listen to a lot of point of views, but at the end of the day, a designer's point of view, a maker's point of view, a product maker's point of view matters a lot, because your ability to kind of synthesize all that has come to you and having your own voice matters a lot. So from an individualism perspective, your ability to think for yourself and kind of taking a stance is a very important trait, and as a result of it, you will be seen as someone who has a strong backbone, who is not swayed this way or that way. And it becomes crucial, especially when you're working with leadership, because you are working with people who are more powerful than you, who have more authority than you, who also have more credibility than you. As a result of it, you may kind of take their word for it, because I think this is what we should be doing. You can always take it with you and say, let me think through this, let me look at it from different point of views, perspectives, and then come back to you. That's a very powerful way of saying that I'm not going to take everything that you say, but I'm going to really understand in depth what you have said, and I'm going to come back with an answer. And that's a very, very powerful trait a maker can have. For example, let's take the same videography example, and I do have a lot of friends who are superstars in this area, who know everything about videography. They know all about lights, all about sound, all about equipments, all about it's much easier for me to be swayed, but somewhere I deeply believe that a certain variables, when they are controlled, it's going to make my life easier. See, I can't go ahead and spend so much time in figuring out. I have seen friends who spend an entire morning just setting up lighting, just to get that perfect light, and just to get that F value and all the technical jargons in a DSLR. My point is, why should I even go in that path? So out of my backbone, I'm telling all my friends, with all due respect, that I think this is doable. With more practice, with more learning, I think this is going to work, and here are the reasons why it will work. And I show them the constraints, I show them the ease, I show them the cost benefit analysis, and then finally I have my point of view. And as I slowly progress, I'm hearing from my superstar expert friends that not bad, it's not that hard. So your videos were little, the color temperature was way too much in the beginning, but these days you are doing better. I think this is worth an experiment. So this point of view I would have never come to if I was intimidated by, oh, we need a studio, you need to have done all the panels right, you should have made sure. this is it. This is the space. When I have a thought wave, I just need to record and share the information with you. If I go by that, it's going to be super hard on me to go ahead and set it up. By the time, if I just think about setting it up with so much work, I'm not going to do it. The laziness in me will not allow me to do it, and I will not be able to iterate as much as I'm doing right now. The whole and the parts, I will not be able to control so much. So all I have spent in this entire tenure is about probably $1,800. I just bought something like a simple, table light, and all that is needed, it's 499 rupees, and that's about it. And to hold my mobile camera, then probably I needed a tripod, because I didn't have enough stability in my hands, and that's about it. So why are we not trying out these things? If this is possible, probably many people who do not know much about videography and photography can still go ahead and at least dabble with these. Probably we will not be perfect, we will not be superstars in this area, but can we get them through? Is it good enough? And that comes from individuality, having that conviction that, okay, what I'm doing is, I think it's going to work. I think it can be improved better. So here is my playground, and I'm going to play with that. And that comes with that strong individuality. So there is a problem with individuality as well. It can be seen as arrogance, that you're not listening to somebody, you're not entertaining the point of view from someone. So the best way to kind of combat that feeling is by being a little bit more as a deep listener. You can go ahead and put yourself in their shoes, apply more empathy, and listen with respect, so that the point of views are taken care. It's not that you are disregarding their point of view, but you are making sure that your point of view is also considered in the whole process. So you need to tread this very carefully, and we will discuss the next law on those lines. How can we go ahead and make somebody else feel better is something we will talk next. And I hope this Maker Attribute series is making you, there's no point listening to all of this unless until you take a drop of these ideas and put it inside you and go ahead and make sense of it. It will not add phenomenal value to your maker career. So go ahead, do that. Let me know how things are happening, and I'll see you in the next nugget.